When disaster strikes, people come together to help heal and to rebuild. And not every action of goodwill is genuine. Meghan Markle's recent visit to California evacuation center has sparked debate. Was she truly there to help or to generate headlines? Let's break it all down. All right, so this is what we know. According to the mayor, she was there in the morning serving food and interacting with evacuees. Also, the reports mention that she and Harry opened their home to their friends who were forced to evacuate. So this means that it was the second time that she came. And to me, it just sounds like, did you come in the morning just to serve and you saw that it didn't generate any headlines, so you came back in the afternoon, make sure that they saw you so you can generate headlines because your Netflix show is coming out. Again, this is just the way my PR mind works. Because when I'm working with a politician that has power in that city or in that state, we make sure that he goes and speaks to different people that are the chief of police or the chief firefighter, whatever it is, because they have the power to maneuver anything that they might need and to make calls. So to me, when I read this, I'm like, okay, you came in the morning. You didn't generate any headlines. So you're coming again back in the afternoon to generate headlines, because the video that they showed, it was just her talking to the mayor and then they left. They skirted away. That right there just seemed like, why are you taking up time? But that's just my opinion from the video that I watched. Excuse me if I cannot generate a thought, because this whole thing reminds me of the Uvalde, Texas visit that she made. They are eerily parallel, similar to it. Anyways, Meghan was in casual jeans, loose shirt, and a baseball cap, very similar to the Uvalde visit. And let me show you that. So this is her in California, and this is her in Uvalde, Texas. So the reporter claimed that she was there to determine the best ways to support and give back, and reporters noted that she was seen offering hugs. I tried to count how many hugs she was giving. All right, so I pull up all the hugs, and the first one is that one, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll pull up this one. She's about to hug. She's in hugging motion. So that's 4. She's being hugged, so that kind of counts, right? And then the last one was that one. All right, so here's the twist. This is why my PR brain is a little bit discombobulated with this show. And I call it a show because it's such a parallel to the Uvalde, Texas one. The twist is, as she's leaving, Meghan avoided reporters, skirted away, and had her bodyguards block any further interaction. No public statement, no heartfelt acknowledgement of the disaster's impact, nothing whatsoever. From a personal point of view, I believe that she's not good at giving an interview when you need it, like right then and there. She needs to script it. She needs to be perfect. She needs to control it. This is why she does not give interviews on the fly whatsoever, because I believe she might be afraid of not sounding smart or not sounding how she wants to sound. I don't know if she wants to sound smart. I'm sure she does. We all do. We all want to sound smart. But when you try too hard, it's when you become inauthentic. So I believe that is why this is a PR stunt. She's doing the exact same thing as she did in the Uvalde, Texas tragedy. She's going over there. She's going over here for the exact same thing. What is she doing? What is she doing? I'm trying my hardest to give her the benefit of the doubt. But as someone who has worked with politicians, this is what you do when there's a disaster. This is what you do when you're a politician, because you have the power to be able to call up people and say, hey, they need this. And you go straight to the chief of police. You go straight to the chief fire department and ask them what they need, or if everything is going fine, what is it? She's not there for that. She doesn't have the power to call up a department and be like, yo, you know what? We need this over here. We need that. Go bring it. In my point of view, she's just taking up time and space from this tragedy. This is why it's not Meghan Markle's first time that she raises eyebrows with a tragedy. She did it with her dog. She did it with Uvalde, and she's doing it with the California one. I am trying my hardest to look at it from her perspective, but I can't think why she would do this, that she thinks it would look good. I don't understand it, because she showed up in a similar manner, casual outfit, visited briefly. No, not even visited briefly. She visited a second time, and this is just completely my opinion. because she was serving food. I mean, I'm sure there were enough servers, but she was serving food. And I feel like nobody saw her. Nobody took a picture of that. So she goes, hey, you know what? I need to go in the afternoon and call up someone so they can see me that I was there because my show's coming up. I know it's a long shot, but honestly, guys, I don't know what else to think. From a personal PR standpoint, I cannot think what other reason you could be doing. I don't understand it. It's a pattern that she continues raising questions about her intent. So again, in moments like this, public figures have the opportunity to bring awareness, provide comfort, or offer tangible help. But short, calculated appearances can feel more like photo ops for genuine efforts to contribute. And that is why if I look at it and be devil's advocate here, I would have said, Meghan, if you're here genuinely to help and not be a photo shoot and not be a PR stunt, talk to the press. The least you could do is talk to the press. You already served in the morning. You're coming this afternoon for what? Why are you coming? Because right after that, they left. Like, why are you coming? Offer your condolences, offer your sympathies, whatever it is. A very short statement. That's all you have to do. That's what I would have told her. It would have looked 1,000 times better if she would have given a very small interview to the reporter and just say, I'm just here to help. The little bit that I can give, the little time that I have, I want to offer it, and sympathies to those affected. That's it. Something simple, something to the point. She didn't do that, so she leaves it open to interpretation, and it's a pattern. And I'm showing you here how similar and parallel this is to the Uvalde tragedy. When disaster, I have to say this, because when disasters happen, there are 3 ways that you can help: physically, financial support, and offer prayers from home. If you can't do physical help or financially help, the last thing we do is we pray at home, and we don't take up space and we don't take up any resources, because the best way to help sometimes is to get out of the kitchen, and not just be another body that's not doing anything. Showing up for the sake of optics is just taking up space and resources. It can actually detract from those who are actually and genuinely helping out. I'm exhausted. I am truly exhausted at how she doesn't see that. I don't know what to say, because it's a little bit exhausting that she doesn't see her pattern. She doesn't understand why this doesn't look good on her. So it's worth asking, why would you stay briefly, avoid interviews, and ensure the spotlight remains on you if you don't want the spotlight when you have a show coming up? And there's a clear parallel to like, whew. So let's shift gears. What can we learn from this? Consistency builds credibility. And this is why they don't know. A lot of people, it's very hard to like Meghan Markle, because her pattern and her consistency doesn't change. There's a pattern and consistency of her doing this for attention or for PR stunts. Substance over optics. Whether you're helping in a disaster or creating content, focus on providing real value, not just what looks good on the surface. And that, again, is where Meghan Markle is failing. She could have taken this opportunity to just throw some more attention to the problem, to California fires. She didn't. She wanted to do this in private. And this is where it gets me a little bit like off my off my chair, because the mayor said Meghan was here in the morning. Well, I guess Meghan and Harry were here in the morning serving food, and they came back in the afternoon. But in the afternoon, it was a very brief interaction, and then they left. It was a very brief, short time. My brain is, did you just come back because nobody saw you in the morning? They didn't do anything in the afternoon other than be seen. Who told them, come and film right here? Who? I want to know, because it sounds like she came back for her photo op. The last thing is be transparent. Be clear about your intent and let your actions speak for themselves. And again, this is where Meghan Markle fails once again, because her actions fail. She could have just left it at that. She could have not come in the afternoon. And just because in the afternoon, if you look at it, if you process it in your mind and you're like, okay, she came in the morning, nobody saw her, there was no photo op, no pictures of her serving, and then that's it. It was just from her heart that she gave. Beautiful, beautiful. Nobody would have known, but it would have been good for her, good for her heart, good for the people she was serving. But no, she squashed it off by going back in the afternoon and getting filmed. Do I think this was a PR stunt? 1000% yes. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. I did give her the benefit of the doubt. But when I see the similarities and parallel similarities to the Uvalde one, I cannot stay quiet. I cannot stay quiet because this lady has me rolling and it's exhausting. I don't know how she doesn't see it. I don't understand it. It feels like you're talking to the wall when you talk to Meghan. I feel like PR teams have told her to do something and she still thinks she knows best. So it feels like you're talking to the wall when you speak to her, because I feel like she's just probably agreeing with them, but still thinking, no, that sounds like a terrible idea. I'll do what works for me. And we can see that because she did the exact same thing in the California fires that she did in the Uvalde. She needs to remember that people connect with authenticity. And we've been talking about authenticity from video 1. And she just doesn't give us that. Meghan's brief visit to the California Evacuation Center leaves us with skepticism. I try to give her the benefit of doubt. I do, because I'm a creator and I know she wants to create and I know she wants to be and I know she wants to make it. So I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, but she's not helping anyone, because when you see stunts like this, you're like, oh my God, here goes Meghan again. You know, we're left with so much skepticism. We're reminded that audiences value honesty and meaningful contributions to society over perfection. Oh, I apologize that I am like at a level 10 right now. It's just when I saw those two videos, when I saw that video of Meghan at the evacuation center, I truly was giving her the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay, good. I originally said she should just stay in the background, but she didn't, and she still doesn't. In times of crisis, actions speak louder than words. I believe she believes she is trying to do that, but she fails the mark because her actions don't come from a place of sincerity. That is why Meghan's visit raises questions about, was she there to help or to be seen? What do you think? I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know. But because Uvalde is practically in my backyard, I'm just thinking like, oh my goodness, she is repeating Uvalde all over again. And it's just a little bit annoying seeing that she's repeating this pattern with tragedies. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.